Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got the Milwaukee Braves on June 9th traveling to Chicago to take on the Cubs. In the starting lineup for the Milwaukee Braves, leading off playing right field, Lee May. Batting second, playing second, Frank Boland. Batting third, playing third, Eddie Matthews. Batting fourth, playing center field, Hank Aaron. Batting fifth, playing left field, Frank Thomas. Batting sixth, playing first base, Joe Adcock. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Joe Torres. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Roy McMillan. And batting ninth, doing the pitching for the Braves, is Bob BUHL. Let's take a look at the hometown Chicago Cubs lineup. Leading off, playing center field, is Richie Ashburn. Batting second, playing second, is Don Zimmerman. Batting third, playing third, Ron Santo. Batting fourth, playing left field, Mr. Cub himself, Ernie Banks. Batting fifth, playing right field, George Altman. Batting sixth, playing first base, Eddie Brochy. Batting seventh, behind the plate, Dick Bertel. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, is Jerry Kendall. And batting ninth on the mound, doing the pitching for the Chicago Cubs, is Ryan Cardwell. Let's get down here to the Wrigley Field and get this game started, folks. And here we go with the first pitch. And Lee May with a pop up the third. That'll be the first out here in the ball game. Alrighty now, folks. That'll bring up Frank Boland now. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that ball is hit down to short. Kendall up with it. Fires over the Brochy. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Brings up Eddie Matthews now for the Braves. And that ball is swung on and missed. Strike three. Braves go down in order. We go to the bottom of the first. Cubbies due up. It'll be Ashburn, Zimmer, and Santo. Here's the pitch to Ashburn. And that ball is hit in the center field. It's dropping in there for a base hit. Aaron comes up, takes it on the bounce, throws it in. So Richie Ashburn's on board. That brings up Zimmerman now. And that is a single in the left. And Ashburn will stop at second. So the Cubs get the first two batters on. We got first and second and nobody out. Mr. Ron Santo. And the hit parade might keep coming, folks. That ball is hit in the left field. And Ashburn's going to score. Zimmer stop at second. We still got first and second, nobody out. As Bob Buell's having a heck of a time getting out of this first inning, folks. And it keeps going. Mr. Cub himself squares this ball up. And that's going to be a ball hit into the right field down there in the bullpen. It's bouncing all around. And Mr. Banks has got himself a triple, folks. And just like that, the Braves are down 3-0 with a runner on at third and still nobody out. They're going to bring the infield in, try to stop this bleeding. Here comes the pitch to Altman. And that's a swing and a miss. That's a big first out. Brings up Brochi now. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. Two big strikeouts for Bob Buell here. Here comes Bertel. And he's going to get that ball lifted in the right field. Ernie's going to score and make it 4-0. Cubbies. Here comes Kendall. And that's a swing and a miss. So Bob has the unvenable task of striking out the side, but in between all them strikeouts, he gives up 4 runs. We go to the top of the second. It's 4-0 Cubbies. We got Hank Aaron, Frank Thomas, and Joe Adcock due up here for the Braves. Down by 4. And that is foul ball, strike 1 on Aaron. And that's another foul ball, strike 2. And that ball is lifted in the right field. Altman's got room out there. And that's 1 down for the Braves. Frank Thomas now. And that ball is hit in the right field. And Altman bobbles that ball. And Frank's going to motor his way on down the second. Take care of it. See if Frank ends up at second. No, let's redo that then. Got to do an undo here. So we got a single in the right. Got an E7 or 0-1 extra base. See if that takes care of it, folks, and gets Frank down at second with 1 out. Yeah, but I think it's supposed to be. I think I just gave that error to Ernie. Let's redo this. 1BF 9E9. Okay, there we go. That should be it. Yeah. Okay, so now Joe Adcock is up with Frank at second. 1 out. And that ball is popped up in the infield. Kendall calls everybody off. That's 2 outs. See if Joe can drive in Frank with a 2-out base hit here, folks. No, he's not. That ball is popped up again to short. Kendall's got it. And the Braves go down and leave Frank down, stranded down there at second. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still 4-0 Cubbies. We got Cardwell due up, and then the top of the order again, Ashburn and Zimmer here in the second. That ball is hit down to Matthews. He's up with it. He fires over the first. The Adcock, one down. Brings up Richie Ashburn. He's 1 for 1 and scored in the first. And make that 2 for 2 with a single in the left center. Brings up Zimmer now with Ashburn down at first. Zimmer was 1 for 1 and also scored in the first. That ball is hit down the second. Frank's up with it. He fires over the second with McMillan covering. That's all they'll get. So Ashburn's out at second. Zimmer's down at first. With 2 outs now for Ron Soto. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the first with an RBI and scored. And Zimmer takes off down to second. And they get him on the caught stealing. Let's check here, caught stealing. Let's check out caught stealing here. Alrighty, sorry about that, folks. So it's going That'll be the first out here. Third out. We got the Braves coming up now. We got McMillan, BUHL, and May due up here for the Braves. Alrighty, here's the pitch to Mac. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field for Mac. First base hit here in the third. Get the leadoff runner on. And BUHL's going to try to sacrifice him down the second. And that ball is popped up. Popped up to the catcher. He's going to fire on down the first. And they double up. McMillan at first. So it brings Lee May up now with nobody on. Not what you wanted to see if he was a Braves fan there. Bob did a terrible job. And Lee May strikes out. That ends the inning, folks. We go to the bottom of the third. Milwaukee Braves, nothing. Chicago Cubs, 4. We got Santo, who was up with the Zimmer getting called at second. Banks and Altman here in the third. Here's the pitch to Santo. And that is a pop-up to short. Max got it. That'll be the first out here in the third. Brings up Ernie Banks. Ernie's 1 for 1 with a triple and 2 RBIs. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs here quickly in the third. Can Bob have a 1-2-3 inning? No, he can't, because Altman drives that ball into the gap in right field. Aaron comes over and gets it after it hits off the wall, and Altman's on at second, folks, with a stand-up double. Brings up Ed Broshi. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That ball's hit back down the first base. Joe Adcock's got it. Underhand throw to Bob covering. And that is it. In the third, the Cubbies leave 1 on. We go to the top of the fourth. Braves nothing, Cubs 4. We got Bolin, Matthews, and Aaron due up here for the Braves. And that ball's hit down the third. Ron's got it. Fires across the diamond. And that's 1 out. And here's Eddie Matthews now. And that'll be a pop up to third. 2 down. Hank Aaron. Hank is 0 for 1 today with a fly out to right field. And he says he gives it another try out there in right field. And Altman says he's got this one. So 1, 2, 3 goes the Braves. We get to the bottom of the fourth. 4-0 Cubbies. Bertel, Kendall, and Cardwell due up here for the Cubbies. Here's the pitch to Burt. And that's a base hit in the left field. Bob's not having his best day, that's for sure. Lead runner on for Kendall. Let's see what he can do here. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And that's a pop-up in the infield. Mac calls everybody off. McMillan makes the catch. 1 down. And Cardwell's up. They're going to let him swing away. It's a 4-run lead. And that's not what they want. That ball's hit down the short. Max up with it. Fires over the Bolin, over the Adcock. 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. We go to the fifth, folks. Braves still trailing by 4. We got Thomas, Adcock, and Torrey due up for the Braves. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that's a base hit in the left field. That makes Frank 2 for 2, about the only Braves having a decent game here so far. Brings up Joe Adcock with Frank down at first. And he hits that ball down the second. Zimmer's up with it. Fires over the second. Kendall's got it. He'll eat the ball as Joe makes it down the first after being taken out by Frank Thomas. Nice slide. Brings up Joe Torrey now. 1 out. And that's going to be ball 1 on Joe. And that'll be ball 2 on Joe. And now he swings and connects with that 2-0 pitch, folks. And he drives that ball into the gap in right field. And Adcox will stop at third. So the Braves making some noise here in the fifth. Second and third and only one out. That'll bring up Mack. See if McMillan can drive these guys in and cut the lead in half. And that's exactly what he's going to do, folks. He drives that ball down the first baseline. That's going to score 2. And just like that, it's 4-2. Cubs over the Braves with Mack down at first. And they're going to give Bob another try here at sacrificing. See, hey, Tim, see if this goes better than the first time. And that ball is bunted too hard down the third. And he's going to go down the second with it. They get the lead runner. So BUHL's not doing a very good job at the plate. So he's down at first now for Lee May. Lee's 0 for 2. He popped up the third and struck out his last time up. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Lee goes down again on strikes, folks. But the Braves do cut the lead in half. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Milwaukee Braves 2, Chicago Cubs 4. We got Ashburn, Zimmer, and Santo due up here for the Cubbies in the 5th, top of the order. And Ritchie's going to get on with a base hit in the left. Say, Bob's not having his best game, folks. Here's Zimmer up now. He is 1 for 2, and he's been thrown out stealing. That'll be a wild pitch by Bob, sending Richie Ashburn down the second. 1-0 count now on Zimmer. And he takes advantage of it. He squares this ball up, and that ball is deep. That ball is far, and that ball is out of here in the center field, folks. And just like that, they extend this lead back to 4. It's now 6-2 Cubbies, nobody out. Ron Santo up now. And he gets a base hit in the right field. And that definitely is getting the bullpen up now. Let's see who they're going to get up out there. Uvell is going to get up. That brings up Mr. Cubby himself, Ernie Banks. He is 1 for 2 with a triple. And that ball is hit down the short. He'll go the easy way to first. Santo will make it down the second. That's the first out here in the 5th. Now Altman up with Santo down at second. And that ball is hit down to Frank at second. He goes over the first. Ron will end up down at third now with 2 outs. For Mr. Broshi, here's Ed. And that's a pop-up in the infield. Joe Adcock says he's got it. And that'll end the inning. But the Cubs scored 2 on the home run. And lead this game 6-2 now, folks. We got the top of the order due up here. Bowling, Matthews, and Aaron for the Braves. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that's a pop up to third. 1 down. Brings up Eddie Matthews. Eddie's 0 for 2. He struck out and popped up to third. He gets a hold of this one, drives it in the left field, though, for a base hit. Brings up Mr. Hank Aaron. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Here's Hank. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out the right both times. Let's see if he can do something now with Matthews on it first. He sure does. He gets a hold of this ball, and he drives it in the right field this time, but Altman's not getting to that. That's in there in the gap. That rolls to the wall. And Matthews is going to score from first, chugging along. So Aaron delivers an RBI double. So now Frank Thomas is up. He's 2 for 2 today. Let's see if he can keep this going. So the Braves cut the lead in half to 6-3. And that ball is hit back down the first. Brochi will take it himself. Aaron will end up down at third with 2 outs now for Joe Torre. Joe Adcock. We need a 2-out base hit here for Joe. He's 0 for 2. And he drives that ball down the third base. Santo near the line, gets it, fires over the first, and that'll end the inning. The Braves get one, make it a 6-3 ball game as we go to the 6th inning. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Cubs. Portel, Kendall, and Cardwell. Let's see if Bob can make it through this inning. He's due up third and the 7th. And his defense ain't helping him any. That ball's hit down the second. Frank throws it in the dirt. Hadcock stops it. Hey, Doug. But Portel gets on an error. Here comes Kendall now up with nobody out. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Portel's going to try to sacrifice him over the second here, folks, with only 1 out. And that's exactly what he does. He bunts that ball back to the pitcher. And he fires over the first with Bowling covering. So we got 2 outs now. A runner on second for Ashburn. And here's the pitch to Richie. And the bunt pays off as he hits that ball in the right field. And it's going to score a run, folks. Makes it 7-3. They like having that 4-run lead. As soon as the Braves score, they come right back and answer. Here's Zimmer up now. And he gets a hold of this ball off of Bob. And he drives that ball in the right field, and that's going to score Ashburn from first. And they're blowing this game open, folks. Just like that, it's 8-3. Ron Santo up now with Zimmer down at second. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bob's got like 6 strikeouts, but he's given up 8 runs. So we got Torrey due up, McMillan, and then Bob, pitch hitter for him. Here's the pitch to Joe. He gets a hold of this one, folks, squares it up, and he drives that ball in the right field for a double. Joe starts off the 7th inning with a bang. Here comes McMillan up now. Let's see what Mac can do. And Mac keeps his hit parade up, and Joe's going to score from second. Nice piece of hitting by Mac. Braves cut the lead back to 4. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Bob. see who's going to pitch hit here. I guess Al Spangler will come out to pitch hit. Yeah, exactly, Tim. The last game, the Braves blew out the Reds. Now it looks like their Cubbies are trying to return the favor. All right, here comes Al up with a runner on at first and nobody out. And he keeps her going, folks. He's going to hit that ball in the center field. Mac's going to stop at second. And that'll get the Cubbies getting their bullpen up. Brings up Lee May now with first and second. May's not having a very good game. He is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and he's popped up the third. Let's see if he can get off the snide here and get the Braves back in this game, maybe. Nope, that's not going to happen. That ball's popped up in the infield. Ron Santo calls everybody off and makes the catch for the first out here in the 7th. Brings up Frank Bolin. 1 out now with McMillan and Spangler on base. And he just walked the bases loaded, Cardwell did. And I think the Cubbies are done with him. They're going to bring in a lefty probably to face Matthews. And that'll be Curtis probably. Yeah, it looks like they'll bring Curtis in. Pitch to Matthews. With the bases juiced. And only 1 out. Hey, Ken. Alrighty, where's old Curtis at? Oh, Curtis is pitched. He's tired, so it won't be Curtis. Let's see who else they got in the bullpen that's a lefty. Bring in Brewer. Has Brewer pitched lately? No, they'll bring in Brewer then. So Jim Brewer come in to pitch. Alrighty, bases juice for Eddie Matthews, folks. 1 swing of the bat, and Eddie could tie this game up. He might not tie it up, but he's going to get a single over second in the right field, and that's going to score 2. And Frank's going to end up down at third, and just like that, the Braves are back in this game, folks. We got first and third and only 1 out for Mr. Henry Hank Aaron. And it's a 2-run game, folks, 8-6. How about that? Let's see what Mr. Aaron can do. He's 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. And he lifts that ball in the left field. Is it deep enough to score Frank from third? No, as Ernie comes in, makes the catch. 2 outs here now. Brings up Frank Thomas. Frank's having a good game here. He's 2 for 3. See if he can make it 3 for 4. No, he hits that ball down the short. Sorry, down the second. Zimmerman up with it. Zimmer He fires over the second. That'll end the inning, but the Braves score 3 and make it a 8-6 ball game, folks. Here in the 7th, we get to the 7th inning stretch. Let's see who's going to come on here to pitch for the Braves now. Who we got up here? We got Mr. Cub due up. Righty, lefty, lefty. Let's see who the Braves are going to bring in here. I think they're going to bring Burnett in since there's 2 lefties due up in this inning. See what George can do here. First, he'll have to face the righty and Mr. Cubby himself, Ernie Banks. Here's the pitch to Ernie. Whoa, as we drop the dice for the first time today. And that ball is lifted in the left field. Frank's got it. He makes the catch out there. And that'll be 1 away. Brings up Altman now. That's why they brought in Burnett. Face the lefties. And he lifts that ball in the right field. And Lee Mays got it. 2 down. Comes Broshi, another lefty. And he hits that ball in the left field. So 3 flyouts, 3 outs. And the Braves get them in order. 1, 2, 3. Give themselves a shot here in the top of the 8th. We got Adcock, Torrey, and McMillan due up. If anybody reaches, we'll have a pitch hitter here, folks. Brewers still in the game here in the 8th with a 2-run lead. Here's the pitch to Joe Adcock. And that ball is hit back to the mound. Jim up with it. He fires over the first. 1 out. Joe Torrey's up now. Joe's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Let's see if he can keep that up here. And Brewer's not going to give him a chance. That's a base on balls, folks. Brings up McMillan now with Joe on at first. Mac's having a hell of a game. He's 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs, folks. See if he can go 4 for 4 here. And that'll be, we're not having Joe steal. They want me to steal Joe. Joe's not stealing. The 2-run lead. He's a catcher. So that's ball 1 on McMillan. And he hits that ball down the first. Sorry, down the third. And Santo fires over the first for the second out. That'll bring up Burnett. We'll have a pitch hitter for him. Torrey's down at second. We're going to bring in John Demetri. That's who we're going to bring in the pitch hit. See if he can drive Joe in from second here and make this a 1-run ball game. I don't know what just happened there, but we'll redo that. Okay, here. There's John. Coming on the pitch hit. Here's the pitch to John. And that is Popped up the second. That'll end the inning. The Braves leave Joe stranded down there at second. And we got to bring in a pitcher here. We got two righties and then Brewer due up. So let's see who the Braves are going to bring in the pitch hit. Pitch rather. Oh, thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. Hey, JT. All right, who's going to come on here to pitch? Who hasn't pitched in a while? That's a righty. Bring in Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi will come in to pitch. He hasn't pitched in a while. He'll be facing the bottom part of the Cubbies lineup. Like I say, Berto Ken doing in probably a pitch hitter for Brewer. All righty, here's the pitch. And that ball is hit down the short. Max got it. We'll fire over to Joe for the first out. Brings up Kendall now. And that ball's lifted in the left. Frank Thomas has got plenty of room out there. 2 down. And who's going to pitch it here for Brewer? We're going to bring off, let Billy Williams come in here to pitch hit off the bench. Bring in the good lefty here. Here's Billy. All righty, nobody on. 2 outs here for Williams. And he lifts that ball in the left field. Frank's going back, but he's got room out there and makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go to Cubbies. We go to the top of the ninth, folks. We got the top of the order due up. Who's the Cubbies going to bring on the pitch here? Looks like they're going to bring Anderson, I think. Let's see when the last time Anderson pitched. Close this game out. Anderson, he just pitched. Let's see. They got used his bullpen up pretty good, haven't they? Guess they're going to have to go with Drought coming in here. Maybe they'll go with Don Elston. That's who they'll go with. He hasn't pitched in a while. So Elston will come in here to pitch for the Cubbies. Hey, Tim. All righty. Like I say, Elston will be facing the top of the order here. See what happens. Lee May, Frank Bolin, and Eddie Matthews is due up. Here's the pitch to May. He's 0 for 4. Can he get off the snide? No, that's a pop up. Matter of fact, that's a swing and a miss, strike three. I think that gives him the hat trick. Yep, 3 strikeouts for Lee May today. Sure. Not a good day for May. Here's Frank Boland. Frank's 0 for 3 with a walk. And he gets a base hit in the left field, keeps the Braves' hopes alive here. Gets on for the big boppers. Here's Eddie Matthews. Eddie's 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Let's see if he can keep this up, folks. And he sure does. He drives that ball in the right field. Frank's going to make his way over to third. Of course, they're not really worried about that run. We got first and third now for Henry, Hank, Aaron. And here is the question, folks. Do you pitch to Hank? I say you intentionally walk him and pitch to Frank Thomas. Frank's having a hell of a game, but I don't think you let Eddie Aaron beat you. So we're going to intentionally walk Hank to load the bases. Plus that sets up the double play, force out at any base. So here comes Frank. Is he going to make him pay for walking Henry? Here's the pitch. And he doesn't, folks. He swings and misses, strike three. The Braves are down to their last out here. Here's Joe Adcock. Can he be the hero? Joe's 0 for 4. He needs to get off the snide. And he doesn't. That's a swing and a miss. Elston loads the bases up and comes back and strikes out the 2 big boys, Frank Thomas and Adcock, and the Cubbies win. Cubs win. Let's take a look at this box score. Ended up being a pretty damn good game. After it looked like the Cubbies were going to blow the Braves out. Oh, bummer's right, Tim. The Braves 6 runs on 13 hits and broke their 9-game winning streak, as the Cubbies had 8 runs on 13 hits and an error. Like I said, Eddie had a hell of a game, 3 for 5. So did McMillan. He was 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. That was the 2 big boys in the lineup. Richie Ashburn, 4 for 4. Zimmer, 3 for 4. Santo, 2 for 4. The top of the order just killed the Braves. 3 RBIs for Zimmer. Sure. Poor Bob BUHL didn't have a very good game at all. 6 innings, 13 hits, 8 runs, 6 of them earned, struck out 6, gave up a home run. Burnett came in, shut the door, didn't give up nothing in 1 inning. And same thing with Olivo. And the Cubbies, Cardwell, he pitched a decent game, 6 1/3, 10 hits, 6 runs, walked 1, struck out 3, and then the bullpen came in and did their job. Brewer, 1 2/3 inning, 1 hit and walked 1, and Elston gave up a few hits in that intentional walk, but comes back and strikes out the side and gets the save. Play some fast play here. How many National League games we got? We got 3 National League games. Got the Phillies traveling to the LA to take on the Dodgers in the Coliseum. Hey, Christopher, how are you? Cool. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. All righty. And the Dodgers clobber the Phillies. The Phillies 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. The Dodgers 12 runs on 13 hits and no errors. Oh, thank you, Chris. I'm having a heck of a good time playing this. And we got the Pirates traveling to San Fran to take on the Giants. See what happens down here in San Francisco by the bay, by the dock of the bay. And the Giants win. Pirates 2 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. And the Giants 4 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. And Cepeda hit another home run, folks. How many is that on the year for him? Let's take a look. That's his 15th home run on the year for the Big O. And we got the Reds, who's lost, I believe, 8 games in a row, traveling to St. Louis to take on the Cardinals. And the Reds get off the snot in a big way. Sure, they break out losing streak. 16 runs on 12 hits. The Cardinals, 3 runs on 12 hits and 5 errors. Sure. Penson scored 5 runs, and like I said, the Cardinals had 5 errors. See how many of those 16 runs was earned, folks. Oh, thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Look at that. Eddie was 3 for 6. Penson was 3 for 5. Lynch was 2 for 4. Penson, Robinson, and Lynch all had home runs. Penson had a triple. Sure. Let's see here. Let's look and see how many runs the Cardinals gave up. Only gave up 7 earned runs. Sure, 9 unearned runs. Gibson was the starter. Sure, 6 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned. Walked 3, struck out 5, and gave up the home run. Yep. Let's take a look at the standings now, folks, after June 9th in the National League. We got the Braves a game and a half up on the Cubbies. Cubbies making a run at first place here. St. Louis 3.5, along with the Reds, are 3.5 games back. Giants are 5 games back. The Dodgers and Pirates are 8 games back. And the Phils with the broad shoulders up there in the city of brotherly love's holding the league up with 10 games back. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Tim. Got almost 200. Let's take a look at the leaders here in the National League. You got a Lou out there in San Francisco, and Cepeda and Mays all tied with the league leading 15 home runs. Their pitching must not be doing well. Sure, to have that many home run leaders and be a game under 500. Sure. Let's take a look at the RBI leader. Cepeda with 51, Mays with 38, and Lou with 36. So Lou must be hitting with a lot of bases empty, not getting many RBIs. Let's take a look here at the pitching here for the National League. You got Spahn leading the league with 8 wins. Got O'Toole now leading the league with a 258. Perky with the 259. The Reds got 3 out of the top 5 pitchers. That shows you their bats went dry. Sure. Warren Spahn's 3rd in the league with ERA with a 261. Like I say, the Reds got Joey J and O'Toole with 7 wins apiece. Let's take a look here, see what the Cubs San Francisco's pitching staff looks like. Like I say, they're scoring a heck of a lot of runs. You got 3 guys with 15 home runs. Their pitching can't be doing much. Let's see here with their ERA. Let's look at game start. See what the starting pitchers are like with the ERA. Man, Mike with a 5.3, Jones with a 4.6, Sanford with a 3.76. That's not bad. The only decent pitcher they got looks like Marichal, 2.93. That explains the record. Sure. 3-6, 3-6. Marichal's 5-0. Yeah, the rest of the boys just giving up way too many runs. And let's look at the bullpen here. Bullpen, you got how many games? Let's not go with Billy. He started what, 8 games, only 4 in relief. You got O'Doul. He's not doing bad out of the bullpen, 1.6. Bobby with O'Doul with a 4.5. Bobby 7 point something. Jim, he's only pitched in 5 games. How many innings? Just 4 innings, 1.93. So that's what's hurting them is their pitching staff. That makes sense. Let's take a look at the Braves pitching staff and compare that. You got Lou with a 3.31, Warren 2.61. Big difference. Look at this. Bob Buhl, who just had a rough outing, and he still got a 2.86 ERA. Carl with a 3.86. That's the difference. That's why the Braves are winning. Getting the pitching, man. Getting the pitching. Of course, they didn't in this game. Like I say, I broke their 9-game winning streak. Cubs got a 2-game winning streak, and heck, they're 8-2 in their last 10 games. They're hanging right in there. Let's take a look and see what the Cubbies really did in 61 here. I know they was up there with the Reds. I think the Giants finished second that year, but I won't swear to it. Dodgers finished second. The Giants finished third. Yeah. Cubbies, man, they're way overperforming. 64-90. That's crazy. So are the Braves, though. The Braves are supposed to be at 83-71 at the end of the year. Sure. They're overperforming with that pitching staff. And the poor Big Red Machine, they're struggling a little bit right now, but they snapped the losing streak. So, see if they get on a winning streak here. Alrighty, I want to thank Tim, Christopher, Doug. Who else was in here? Ken Castro, Tim Tribe Fan, JT. I think that was everybody to stop by here. Check out their channels, folks. Tim's doing the 2007 Indians. I think he just got done in game 143. Check that out. Oh, you have a good one too, Tim. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button on your way out here. And Chicago. Just got done doing the Cincinnati series in Chicago. Hit that like button. Till next time, y'all have a great evening. Take care.